So we're at the corporate store in Cincinnati. I got my man Casey behind the camera. We just got word that Jamar's on his way, and we're getting started with 7-Eleven merchandise photo shoot. It'll be fun. We got 2 hours. Casey and I are gonna rock and roll. Can't wait to show you a little behind the scenes. Jamar Chase just had a huge game on Monday Night Football this week. He's breaking all kinds of records and leading my fantasy team to victory. And earlier this fall, I had the pleasure of shooting with him on the 7-Eleven Always Open campaign. It was a lot of fun. And on today's video, I want to show you behind the scenes of the creative process and how we executed this shoot.
7-Eleven Always Open. Were you surprised that was the coverage that they dialed up in that particular situation?
So I've done pretty decent amount of shoots with athletes, and every time the timeline is always compressed, especially during the season. On a Tuesday, typically, we had 2 hours to execute this shoot, and being a merchandise campaign, there was a lot of content and deliverables to get. And so I kind of like to reverse engineer backwards. The way this shoot came together was my good friend Alex Crawford from high school. She's a marketing manager over at 7-Eleven and crushing it both with her golf campaigns and Jamar last year. And this kind of all came together because I saw Jamar's tweet and I sent it to her. So it's pretty cool to see the partnership happen a whole year later and to come on this shoot. Alex and I built out a shared Google sheet where we had every minute through the hour planned out of, hey, okay, we need to get this top with this hat. We need to get this model and this shirt, this model and the other shirt, Jamar's in this shirt. So we had everything color coordinated and timed out perfectly for the full 2 hours. There's obviously some flexibility that you're going to have. Inspiration strikes or you spend longer on different items, but having that rough game plan will help ensure a smooth and efficient shoot. On this shoot, I used my Canon R5, which has been my go-to stills camera the last couple years. The 45 megapixels is just amazing, and for this it was really crucial because there were so many different areas that the final deliverables were going to, from the website to digital to also video as well. So having something with a large amount of information was crucial for all the cropping that was going to be done. And then shout out to Casey Womack, who assisted me with the video portion of this shoot. He's at NFL LCC in Cincinnati. He came on, brought his FX3, so all the video was shot on that. And I really enjoyed the look that came from it. It was my first time really using it. A Godox flash as we were in the store, and the lighting was a little bit all over the place. I've used some Canon flashes in the past, but this one I liked because it had a Sony rechargeable battery to it. I didn't have to replace the AA's all the time, and so I had really great success with that. I put the link in the description. It's very reasonably priced. And so if you're looking for a flash for your Canon camera, I definitely would check that one out. I've worked with a lot of athletes, and I know that when the time gets really compressed, that it's easy to feel pressure to get everything done, to make sure you're moving and grooving. But what I like to do is really those first like 5 to 10 minutes is build a rapport with them. It's easy to come in and say, hey, we're doing this, but I like to get to know them, tell them what I'm about, and then just do a brief overview of what we're doing for the day so they have a general idea of what's happening. That typically always sets the tone the right way. And then specifically for on this photo shoot, and I like to do it for a lot of them, I love to have a music playlist set before. It's really easy. Just go into your favorite music program, have some songs ready, and that just helps set the tone and the vibe and just really gets the shoot off to a great way. And then from there, you're just flowing, doing your thing, letting creativity take over. You have your pictures, your mood board, and the inspiration for me that's in my head that I try to match with each and every frame. And then I like to really get that one like great picture, check it for a second, and then maybe shoot an additional 2 or 3 after, because you never know. And so what we did was we had multiple different locations and multiple different outfits, so we just kind of moved along. We had our plan as mentioned at the top to just knock all those out, boom, 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 went along. And then one of my favorite ideas that I had was bringing a disposable camera for Jamar. I thought this would just give him a little bit sense of ownership within the campaign, and it's called Shot by Jamar was the concept, where we gave him a disposable and really just let his mind go free and do his thing with the camera based on just interviews and his Instagram, different things. It seemed like that would be something he would be into, and he really was. He started directing the models, telling them what to do, and We got some really great images from it, as you can see here, and that was just a fun, different way to show off his personality, his style, his flair that's outside of the traditional photo shoot. So just a quick recap: have your shot list and prepare properly. Make sure all your gear is working beforehand. You get there early enough to test it, and then really build that rapport with the athlete, and you'll really see the work shine through. As I think you can see in these pictures with Jamar, there was a lot of comfortability there, and I'm just really proud of how these campaign images came out. We couldn't have dreamed of a better season for him to have. Like I said, he's leading my fantasy team to the playoffs, which I'm a little grateful for. But if you have any questions about working with athletes, doing photo shoots, video shoots with them, make sure you hit me in the comments below. Would love to help you out. Follow me on Instagram, Daniel J. Mogg. I have some really fun things in the work, hopefully coming up here in 2025. So let's stay in touch. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.